Next on Newswatch, Hopkinsville multi-care centers closing, meaning job losses for Hopkinsville. That's our top story, and your news starts now.
From WKAG 3, this is Newswatch Hopkinsville.
Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, the closing of Multi-Care Center will result in the loss of jobs for our area. Multi-Care's Urgent Care Center will close soon, which means approximately 40 jobs will be eliminated in Hopkinsville and Madisonville. In conjunction with the center's closing, the laboratory and radiology units that support urgent care will also close. According to Chief Operating Officer Joe Gamble, the care center has not been well utilized, and there's not been enough volume to support it. Fallen soldiers at Fort Campbell were honored today as the Military Police Battalion hosted a memorial dedication in front of the Pratt Museum. The ceremony will memorialize all fallen members of the battalion from World War II, Vietnam, Somalia, Kosovo, and Iraq. The names of the 5 most recent comrades killed in Operation Iraqi Freedom were added to the monument just before the ceremony began. A former WKAG TV employee has just been named the new Military Affairs Director at the Chamber of Commerce. Carter Hendricks was most recently employed as Associates in Education Program Coordinator at Hopkinsville Community College, but he started out right here in his studio, or in our studios, a little over 10 years ago. He went on to study at Western Kentucky University and Concordia University in St. Paul, Minnesota. After working in education for several years, he decided to move back. Hendricks, whose father is a 28-year veteran, says he's passionate about getting more military families to settle down in Hopkinsville.
I'm extremely excited to be the Military Affairs Director. I think that when we look at Hopkinsville's future, it's very bright. I'm very hopeful. I'm very optimistic. And I believe that this particular position is instrumental in making sure that we do our part to increase our population base so that we can begin to increase our tax base and take care of some of the issues we know exist.
Hendricks and his wife, Faye, a volleyball coach at Christian County High School, have 2 children. Well, the fire department now has a new plaque to hang on their walls, presented by the Residential Fire Safety Institute. HPD proudly accepts a new award.
We are receiving the 2003 Life Safety Award for reducing fire deaths in our community.
For the past 11 years, the award has recognized local prevention activities that contributed to reducing the number of lives lost in residential fires. The fire department qualified for this award because no deaths were reported in structure fires for 2003. If you're looking to get spooked tonight, the haunted house at Bradford Square Mall opens its doors this evening. Officials at the Recreation Department say many dark rooms, mysterious hallways, giant cages, and horrifying surprises await those who dare to enter. The doors will open up at 6:30 p.m. and close at 11 p.m. Admission's $5. Children under 3 are admitted free, but organizers do not recommend bringing in children that young. Nature lovers are in for a treat this weekend at Jeffers Bend Nature Fest. Newswatch Hopkinsville's Mona Nair tells us just what we can look forward to.
It's not every day you get the opportunity to go canoeing in Hopkinsville, but tomorrow residents can not only canoe, but enjoy several other outdoor events at the 2nd annual Jeffers Bend Nature Fest. Organizers say it's 40 scenic acres in the heart of Hopkinsville. They'd like the public to come out and enjoy.
The whole idea behind it is to emphasize the importance of nature as a quality of life activities for us as we look at water quality, air quality, why we should be concerned about our trees.
But even if you're not much of an environmentalist, there's a lot to do. Performers will put up an old fisherman's skit, or you can enjoy a walk in the woods with interpreters dressed up in costume. Or if you're looking for a chance to win cash prizes, they have photo and poster contests for all age groups.
The poster will be made here on site, and I want to say that we will be providing the poster board, the markers, the crayons, and that type of thing. All you need to do is just show up and be prepared to make a poster relating to trees.
The event begins at 1 in the afternoon and goes on till 5 tomorrow evening. It'll cost $8 for a carload of people. Mona Nair, Newswatch, Hopkinsville.
There's a new restaurant in Lacey that has people flocking in to get a taste of good old-fashioned barbecue. Newswatch Hopkinsville's Kelly Carlisle takes us out the Greenville Road where something is cooking in the kitchen.
If you live near Lacey and love barbecue, there's a new restaurant that you may want to check out.
My husband, King, and Eric Lacey own this. It's mainly barbecue, but we do specialize in ribs, pork chops, chicken.
Lacey's Barbecue has only been open a short while, but already business is booming.
We felt that the community needed another restaurant, and we had given a little poll around to see what people liked, and they were looking for barbecue. And we gave them some samples of some of the things that my husband cooked, and everybody loved it. So we went ahead with the restaurant, and it's been a huge success.
Deborah's husband, King, is not only a co-owner, he's also the cook.
Everything is prepared here fresh. Nothing's frozen. Our roasts are smoked on a smoker for about 13 hours, along with our ribs and chicken and pork chops. We make homemade burgoo every day, white beans, cornbread, baked beans, everything's fresh.
And the artwork at Lacey's is all original, hand-drawn by students here at Lacey Elementary.
We try to support the school here, which is Lacey Elementary. And speaking with the principal, we came up with the idea of showcasing artwork and writing for the various grades.
Lacey's is open Tuesday through Thursday from 6 in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, and Sundays from 11 until 2. And they say it's a sandwich you don't want to miss out on.
This is the place to come. It's the best and the freshest.
Kelly Carlisle, Newswatch, Hopkinsville.
All right, making me hungry here. Now, how long do you think a couple should date before getting married? That's what we ask you. It's Newswatch Hopkinsville's Question of the Week.
I dated my husband for 3 years before we got married. We dated for 2 and then lived together for 1. I guess you got to give it time to make sure it's going to work.
Well, in my case, I dated for 6 years before being married, and I felt like that was a good reasonable length of time. Sometimes that doesn't work out. I was young when I met my husband, and it has worked out. I've been married for 14 years now and have 2 great kids, and I wouldn't change a thing.
We knew each other back in the 70s up in Michigan. Carol worked for me, and we lost touch of each other when I got transferred down to Kentucky. And we were both married. Yeah, we were both married, of course. But she was a plant nurse. Anyway, her son calls me one night asking about a executive recruiter, and that's what my business was. And I asked him, by the way, how's your mom and dad? And he said, oh, you didn't know, Dad died. And my wife had passed away 3 years before that from cancer. So I sent her a card, sympathy card. She wrote a letter back. Before you know it, we started calling. I went up to see her in April of '99. Hadn't seen her in 20 years. And then we actually got married in June of '99.
But did you actually date? One date. He came up on a Friday, and on Saturday we decided
to get married.
He had to make a good woman of me.
Congratulations to you two. And I don't know the lady's name, but we had a voicemail last night on our office voicemail system, and she wanted to answer the question. She said, I dated my husband for a year, and we've been married 58 years so far. So whoever you are out there, congratulations to you too. Now, if you have an idea for Question of the Week, you can email it to us, news@WKAG.com. Call us at any of the numbers that are listed there, or you can fax us at 886-5882. And don't forget your Verizon Star 43 number. That's always a free call.